Good morning, students. Let's start a journey with me. Today's short story is Ilyas, written by Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy was a Russian writer. He is best known for his two novels. Number 1, War and Peace, 1869. Number 2, Anna Karenina, 1877. He also has written short stories and novellas. In this story, we shall see the way of real happiness in the life. Man always runs after dignity, money, respect. He forgets the real quality of his soul and raises the feelings like hate, greediness, selfishness in his pure heart. And this is the beginning of his end, his satisfaction, peace, real prosperity of life. At the end, only after losing everything, he knows the real value of life. Here, in this lesson, the same thing happens with Ilyas. Ilyas is the central character of this short story. He lived in Ufa region. This is the place in Russia. Do you know, Russia is the largest country based on area. His father was poor and he only married Ilyas and died a year after. At that time, Ilyas had 7 mares, 2 cows and 2 dozen sheep. But we know that hard work can change everything. His dedication with his hard work was so great that changed his destiny within a short period of time. He had a faith on hard work. He started working from morning till night with his wife. He wakes up early in the morning before everyone, began his work before everyone and sleep late at night. And you know very well what can happen when man starts to do any action with full of dedication. Ilyas was growing wealthier every year. He continuously dedicated himself with his hard work for 35 years. Now he became the owner of a large property. Anything cannot get simply. You need to put your efforts in it. Then people start watching you and gave it a title like miracle. Now Ilyas accumulated 200 horses, 150 heads of cattle, and 1,200 sheep. He started to join other workers under his hand. Male workers tended the herd, and female workers milked mares and cows and made komis. Here, komis is a sour milk drink which is made from horse milk. So, female workers made komis, butter, and cheese. Ilyas got everything in his life what he wanted. He became one of the wealthier person. People started jealous with him and they said him a lucky man who had everything and has no need to die. Other wealthy people started to get to know him. People from far away came to visit him. Ilyas welcomed to the wealthy people, gave them food and drink like komis, tea, sharbat, lamb. When guests visited him, a ram or 2 was killed. When many guests came, even a mare was killed. Now, let's see his family. Ilyas has a family of 5 members, included him. His life partner, his wife, name was Shamshimagi. Her life was fully dedicated to her husband. She labored with him. The couple had 2 sons and a daughter. He married off his sons and daughter. His sons helped him in work in poverty. But when the family became rich, his sons stopped to help his father. They got spoiled and one of his sons started drinking. His elder son was killed in a fight. Now remained only one son and a daughter. The wife of younger son was so arrogant that she moved her husband to her side, and then the son stopped listening to his father. Finally, Ilyas had taken a decision and he separated the son. He gave him a house and cattle. Now, here we can see how a joint family finally has broken into 2 parts. The son now has his separate life. Ilyas lived with his wife. This is always happened when hate takes the place of love. We find the unity of family in the beginning, and now we shall see the effect after breaking this unity. Soon after, Ilyas shaved cord disease. Many of his sheep died. Next year was the year of hunger. No growing, the cattle were dying. Some of his best mare was stolen by Kyrgyzs. Here we can see the downfall of Ilyas. He was near to 70. He had left less strength. What could he do? He sold his coats, rugs, saddles, wagons, cattle, everything he had. He sacrificed his wealthy life. Now he had nothing. He even didn't notice himself, his appearance. Now he had only a fur coat, a hat, shoes with overshoes, and a wife. He went to live with people. He took his wife with him. His son was also not come. Actually, his son left a distant land, and his daughter also had died. Now, there was nobody to help the old man and his wife. He had a neighbor whose name was Muhammad Shah. He felt pity on Ilyas and his wife. He was neither poor nor rich, and he was good by heart. Muhammad Shah pitied him and allowed him as well as his wife to live with him. Muhammad Shah allowed Ilyas to work on his melon garden in summer and feed cattle in winter. Shamshemagi was also started to milk mare and make commies. Muhammad Shah was really a good-hearted man, and he gave food, shelter and clothes to this poor couple, and also told him to tell anything what he need. This is the humanity which gives support to the man who is in suffering. And Muhammad Shah showed that humanity on Ilyas. Now, here is a question. Really, do the blood relations support any being till the end? Are they accompanied with us forever? Sometimes the relations of the heart can be stronger than the blood relations. A man needs the help and support in his old age, but what is the need of that son or a daughter who are unable to support their parents in their old age? Same thing happened with Ilyas. His only alive son lived far away, and his old age got the supportation of his neighbor Muhammad Shah. Ilyas thanked to Muhammad Shah for feed and clothes. He started to do work for Muhammad Shah, and soon after Muhammad Shah got a lot of profit of it. Ilyas and his wife were not lazy. They were working hard. They worked as much as they were able to do. Muhammad Shah felt pity on them because once upon a time they were wealthiest one, and now they worked as the laborer in another's property. It is always suffering. King Harishchandras was also bear such suffering with his wife in his life only for his truthfulness. Now see what happens next. Once distant in-law of Muhammad Shah, Mullah, came to him. Muhammad Shah ordered to catch a ram and kill. Ilyas did it, cooked and sent to the guest. Guest sat with Muhammad Shah. He ate the lamb, drank tea and commies and started talking. Then Muhammad Shah asked him about the old man, means about Ilyas. The guest was unknown about the worker, and he asked, "What's special in it?" See, this is the reality of man. He can only recognize the person if his lifestyle and appearance is well. Most of the people in the world are blind, even if they have eyes. They don't have that ability to see the real truth of human heart because they lost their internal sight, and only the outer sight is remain, which can only see the outer appearance. That's why the guest couldn't recognize the man. When the guest was unable to recognize Ilyas, Muhammad Shah said about his richness, his name, his fame and glory. That's all went off. The guest was surprised. He says, happiness flies like a whale. It picks up some, drops down the others. The guest was now eager to talk with him. He asked Muhammad Shah if he could talk with Ilyas. Here, The guest wanted to ask Ilyas about his life, and Muhammad Shah called him with his wife. Ilyas entered with his wife. He greeted the guest, read the prayer, and sat down on his knees by the door. His wife, Sham Shemagi, went behind the curtain and sat with the wife of Muhammad Shah. The couple is too old now. The guest gave a cup of komis to Ilyas. Ilyas thanked the guest. The guest asked him the first question, and he asked, "Is it depressing for you to recall your previous life?" Means here, he wants to take his opinion about his previous life and the present life. The guest considered his previous life was happy and the present one is sad. Ilyas replied that if he will say the truth, the guest will not be believe on it. So he said it will be better to ask his wife. Ilyas understands his wife well. He knows what is on her heart, that is on her tongue. And the guest asked the same question to Ilyas' wife. She was behind the curtain. And the same question he was going to ask, the question was, how do you judge the past happiness and present grief? She said that she lived with Ilyas for 45 years of her life. Both started their journey for the search of happiness, but it didn't find. They both had been living as the workers in Muhammad Shah's home for 2 years, and here they got the real happiness. The guest amazed. The host, Muhammad Shah, was surprised. Now see, when there was everything, yet the couple was unhappy. And now they had nothing, but they got the real happiness. Sham Shemagi says half a century they had searched for happiness, but they hadn't found it in their richness. Finally, they got the real happiness when they started living with people. The guest was in doubt. Naturally, if they have nothing, which things is left to give happiness there? He asked, in what is your happiness now? She replies, when they were rich, they didn't get the time for rest, for talk, for thinking of soul, for praying to God. Their life was filled with full of cares. Cares for visiting of guests, cares for their treat, cares for what gift to give to them, so that the guest would only say good words about them, they should praise them. So the first care was of guest. Then they had the care of watching their workers, cares of thieves, wouldn't steal their horses. Those cares would not allow them to take rest. They couldn't sleep or relax when they were rich. They began to sin and curse on one another. They lived from care to care, from one sin to another. But now the couple built a good understanding between themselves. They get up early in the morning. They talk lovingly with each other. Now there is nothing which can create an argument between them. All has gone. The tensions, the care, sin, curse, argument, everything. Now they have only one care, to serve their master, Muhammad Shah. Now they worked with desires so that their master get the profit. They take their lunch, dinner, drink komis, get coat in winter, get time to speak one another, can think about the soul, can pray to God. Finally, the wife said, for 50 years we are looking for happiness, and now they found the happiness in the real sense. Here, by listening this, the guest started laughing. But here, now Ilyas alert, and he said, everything his wife replied was not a joke. It was true in the real sense. This is the human life. When the wealth capture you, your trade with the soul start losing, and you lost your connection with your soul. But when you lost all the wealth, the reality comes before you. Ilyas said, God has shown this truth to us, and we are now going to disclosing this truth for you, for your own good. Now the guest stopped laughing and began to think the real happiness of the life. Mullah considered his truth as a wise speech a complete truth. Here the story has ended. And now this is the time of your test. Thank you.